For 3 nights, no American bombs have fallen on Iran. And in those same 3 nights, Saudi jets killed 20 men in Iraq, Jordan shot 5 Iranian missiles out of its own sky, and the Revolutionary Guard, the regime's own army, stopped 3 oil tankers in the Strait of Hormuz. The quietest week of this war is somehow its widest. So tonight, one question. If America has stopped shooting, who is still fighting? And why does the map keep growing? The Strait is the price tag on your life. 1/5 of the world's oil and gas moves through Hormuz, and it has been all but closed since March. Oil touched $100 a barrel last week, then fell 9% in a single hopeful night. Every swing lands at your pump and in your heating bill. Start with why the bomb stopped, because it was not mercy. The president's own theater commander told him, U.S. media report, that after 13 straight nights, the campaign had reached the limit of its effectiveness, the target list nearly exhausted. The chairman of the Joint Chiefs warned him about the stockpile itself. Patriots, Tomahawks, the deep magazine of this war, running down with no quick refill. We said it 2 episodes ago. The magazine stopped this war before any diplomat did. This week, the commander said it to his face. And the public has walked. A Reuters poll this week found 33% of Americans approve of this campaign. 62% do not. A war with no fresh targets, no deep magazine, and no majority has one honest move left. And Washington did not make it. Because look what happened instead. The day American strikes paused, the war grew 4 new flags. Saudi warplanes flew strike missions into Iraq beside American jets and killed at least 20 members of Tehran-backed militias. Reports say Bahrain and Kuwait attacked Iranian military sites for the first time in their history. Jordan is intercepting Iranian missiles night after night, and Yemen's Houthis, the militia Tehran armed, declared a blockade of Saudi shipping and started hitting tankers in the Red Sea, dragging this war onto a second choke point at Bab el-Mandeb. That is not a pause. That is a franchise. When the owner of a war runs short of ammunition and voters, he does not close the business. He licenses it. Washington has run this play before. In 1969, it called it Vietnamization. Hand the fighting to local allies once the American public walks away and call the handover peace. Same mechanism, different franchisees. Saigon needed American money to fight at all. Riyadh has its own air force, its own agenda, and its own war in Yemen already burning. A franchise you must fund is weak. One you cannot control is far more dangerous. Then Israel said the quiet part on television. The defense minister told an Israeli channel that American fighters and bombers flew their strikes on Iran from Israeli bases, and that Israel stands prepared to strike Iran with all its might. Ask why that secret gets spoken now. His prime minister faces an election in October, fresh from what he called an excellent White House meeting, his first with the president since this war began. In Tel Aviv, that boast is a campaign poster. In Tehran, it is something more useful, a permission slip for the next escalation, handed to a regime that collects them. Now watch what Tehran did with its own silence. The Revolutionary Guard, by its own account, struck and halted 3 tankers inside the strait this morning, in the middle of what it calls retaliatory restraint. Tehran rejected Oman's plan for joint management of Hormuz outright, and Reuters reports the regime is weeks from receiving up to 400 Chinese-made, shoulder-fired air defense missiles, a purchase worth some $70 million, routed through a Hong Kong intermediary, rebuilding exactly the short-range shield this war tore open. That shopping list has one meaning. Nobody rearms the approaches to their airspace while believing the talks are about to succeed. The pause is not a bridge to a deal. It is a loading bench, and both sides are seated at it. That is the reporting. Here's our take. This pause breaks, and the war comes back wider than it left. 3 reasons. First, nothing that caused the shooting has moved. The strait is closed, Tehran calls the southern route unrecognized, and Washington still promises to answer every tanker attack with a strike. 2 commitments that cannot both be kept, and the Guard stopped 3 tankers this morning. Second, both sides are visibly reloading, Chinese launchers into Iran Allied air forces onto Washington's board. You do not audition Saudi pilots over Iraq for a war you intend to end. Third, the price of admitting failure keeps rising. The Pentagon's own site counts 624 American wounded, on the same ledger that quietly trimmed its death toll from 18 to 14. Nobody folds a hand whose cost they are still hiding. The strongest case against us? The president calls these talks the most serious yet, and oil fell 9% on one quiet night. But the market believed in June too, and that memorandum was dead in 3 weeks, because there is still no one in Tehran with the authority to sign. A deal with no signature is a pause with better lighting. What would change our mind? A named Iranian authority with power to sign, and a dated, sustained American halt. Neither is on this board. Step back and the week resolves into one line. A war that ran out of American ammunition did not shrink. It multiplied its flags, and every new flag, Saudi, Bahraini, Kuwaiti, Jordanian, the runways of Israel, is a front the next round inherits. But the board holds one more fact, the one the regime fears most. It hanged 2 more protesters this week, and Iranians answered with grief that hardened into open defiance, saying the hangings strengthen their resolve. The Islamic Republic can buy launchers from China. It cannot buy that back. Watch the strait, watch the flags, and above all, watch the people. The one variable in this war that nobody gets to reload. It costs you nothing, and it keeps this desk drawing. The board moves every day. See the pieces before they move. Bottom line, the pause is a reload with better manners. America handing the trigger to its allies while Iran restocks its shield. And nothing that started the shooting has moved an inch. If this breakdown helped you see the week clearly, hit like. It is free and it tells us to keep drawing the board. And subscribe, because the board moves every day, so you catch the pieces before they move.